see a lot of, and we help a lot of clients with, right? And hotels haven't gotten to this yet, but it's coming. And,
whether you like it or not.
Whether or not that you like it or not,
Yeah.
I expect one of the advantages of going to hotels will learn and pick up everything, and vacation rentals certainly have their attention after the pandemic and what's happened over the past year. Hotels are going to move quickly towards removing the check-in desk and getting you to your room without having to stop at the desk. It's a terrible experience. It's awful to walk into the lobby and then wait for 20 minutes at the desk to check in and give your credit card. It is nonsense. But as soon as you start to get rid of that, it opens up this whole world of hotel revenue and operations, which vacation rentals have embraced very well, which is, if I know you've left early because I have keyless entry and exit, and I'm using smart guest messaging, some of these tools that we offer as well, if I know you've left early and I can get a jump on 20% of my cleans, I can then offer 20% of my homes an early check-in.
Yeah.
And I can charge $150 for that. Mm-hmm. And I can remove this concept of everybody's in at 4, everybody's out at 11. And I can sort of start to flex a little. And I can even sell some of those. If I start to learn the demographics, which hotels are very good at, if I understand the demographics of my clientele, I can predict that I'm going to have at least 10 to 15% early checkouts. So I'll pre-sell early check-ins to a certain number of guests, and then others I'll offer on the fly. And the same thing with offering late checkout. Whether people ask for it or not, it opens up this flexible nature where you could start to ask for it because you're dialing in this operation, and you know that enough people, you can manage that and that you can actually clean those rooms. Yeah. And I think that's going to be a big revenue driver. It's a nice experience too.
And that's the benefit of looking at some of these new technology providers, like what you're talking about. What we're talking about today, a lot of these legacy systems require. Sometimes you don't even have the ability to do what you're talking about right now. Just in a typical, regular hotel PMS, VIN card system, highly manual. Whether going in and checking to see if people check out. I mean, how many people listening now? Where if you worked at the front desk, you'd take a printout of all your departures for the day at 1:30 and see who's still technically checked in. You have to go do room checks to see if the rooms are vacant. So you could settle the bills, and then you can never check somebody into an occupied room even if they're gone. So you got this is highly manual, and investment in some of these new technologies, keyless entry, a lot of the stuff we're talking about today. To me, that's where the ROI is. When you can start putting numbers to exactly what you're talking about right now. Sure, it might be X thousands of dollars to put new locks on your doors. And I know I'm oversimplifying it, but the point is rather than just getting stuck in some of these old ways of thinking, there are huge opportunities out there. What I get so inspired by is by looking at what the vacation rental space is doing. And they've taken so much from the hotel space. What can the hotel space take back from the vacation rentals?